immortal. 10X lives forever. 10X is in you. 10X is calling you. 10X is a movement. Is a movement. A movement. 10X is a movement. We'll do a Supertron above us. Every seat will be a great seat. The sound will be perfect. We're going to do something that's never been done at a conference before, at a business conference. This is going to be our premier seating down here on the floor. This is where we're going to have our 10X Growth Conference event. I told you it'd be big. It's going to be amazing, and I expect to see you there. 10X gear and all, 10X uniforms and hats for everyone. The last 35 years I've spent literally researching the tips and secrets of the wealthy. And I put together a program so that you could learn exactly what I've researched for 35 years, what the wealthy do that other people don't do. People that didn't even start out with an idea of what they were going to do. So if you continue to make the moves that most people make, you will never have money, you will never have financial freedom. It's just not possible. Hey, Grant Cardone here. Welcome to Young Hustlers. Jared Glant here at the Cardone Zone, where every day we bring you something. Thursdays we bring you Young Hustlers. Now, is this about somebody's age, millennials? Because it kind of started out like that. You want to talk about how this...
Yeah, so the show started because I was 26 years old when I came to work for Grant, and I was always looking for somebody that could provide me with information that would help me make money faster, like ethically, legitimately, and sustainably. Like, I don't want
the ethics actually came a little later, but
whatever. So anyways, I was like, dude, you communicate the message and information to me in a way that works.
Yeah, because when Jared came to work here, he was like, his attention was on a job, making money. He had just left a job. He was broke. He had some debt. You don't mind me saying that, right?
Of course.
He came into a job making $2,500. I'm like, bro, if you're here for $2,500 or $5,000, you're never going to do the job that we're doing here.
So get out.
Nobody's going to last in this job to pay their bills. Okay, that's what we really want to talk to you today about. Like, why your financial goals are incorrect. You have the whole world, by the way. It's not just you. If you don't have the money you want, I say this all the time. It's not about millennials or baby boomers.
Yep.
It's not about people being stupid or lazy. I always say this, man. I mean, people say I'm hard on people, but actually I'm not really like I'm the guy defending everybody.
You're hard on people because you tell them the things that they need to know that other people don't.
Because
the truth, like the reality.
Yeah,
like somebody's got $1 million target and you're like, you're an idiot. If $1 million is your target, you're an idiot.
Because you haven't done the math, okay?
Yeah.
People don't have money because they basically have been misinformed. I know, I'm talking about myself. Every show I do, every book I write, really I'm writing about me, okay? When I was 30 years old, I had a target of $1 million. When I was 33, I made the $1 million, okay? I'd had the target since I was 25. I'm like pushing at it at 30 years old, had my own little business. It was going backwards. I'm like, I got $1 million. I need to get $1 million. I looked up at 33, I had $1 million.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm like, okay, I got scared. This is the problem with getting advice from your daddy, your uncle, the neighbor, the doctor, the chiropractor. Anybody's got $1 million, folks. It is not the place to get your advice from. Trust me. No, I'm gonna support that with this meeting that I just did. I don't know if there's a way to give everybody the link.
If you share the stream, we'll get you the link.
For everybody that shares on Facebook, I'll give the link. It's a 40-minute presentation I did to my staff. It's completely private. It will not be shared with anybody but you. And I ask you not to share it as well. Peter Thiel, who was the founder of PayPal, also one of the first investors in Facebook. Peter Thiel's worth $2.8 billion. And he came out 4 weeks ago and said, look, the single digit, I've told this guy this 100 times, the single digit millionaire is incapable of even providing themselves with the American defense system.
And so just like, think about this for a second, that the thing that you've been told your whole life, the target you've had your whole life is, man, I want to become a millionaire. And then you hit the $1 million and then you're like, man, I'm there. And then you realize that it's nothing. Then this guy comes and says, if you're not worth 10 million or more, you're still at risk.
Yeah.
So when we talk about like your targets are wrong, it's because when you actually start coming into understanding what the money really is.
Do the math, man. Do the math. Because Peter Thiel got a bunch of the billionaires telling people the $1 million is not a lot of money. He's lost touch with reality. What he's saying is this: if you can't pay for defense costs, by the way, this was all about the wrestler.
Hulk Hogan, yeah.
Hulk Hogan could not defend himself against Gawker, who basically posted some pictures of him. Could happen to you, by the way. Okay, I mean, bad stuff happens to people. Car wrecks, cancer, your kid goes to a treatment facility. Maybe your kid wants to go to a nice college. You got 2 of them. It costs you $3 million to get 2 kids through college today. People have the wrong data. So the point Thiel was making is this: if you can't provide for a millionaire, cannot provide for themselves to defend themselves in a lawsuit, a frivolous, injustice. If you can't defend yourself in the legal system with $1 million, what else can't you afford?
Think about this for a second, just to give you some reality, because I didn't know this. And then thinking back in 2009, 2010, 2011, when you had that situation going on. I never knew this.
Lawsuit was costing me $200,000 a month.
$200,000 a month. It was costing him to defend himself against a frivolous lawsuit.
And while you're having it, you can't go out and tell people I'm spending $200 a month because you don't even want to talk about the lawsuit, so I can't tell anybody.
Yeah.
I got a business that's got money coming in. Nobody plans on this.
Yeah.
Nobody plans on your mom's going to go out and get in a car wreck that's not covered by insurance and it's going to cost $600,000 to put her back together. Nobody plans on this stuff and nobody wants to confront it, okay? So if you take $1 million, if I take my magic board, just to show you how screwed up your plans are. And by the way, this is about sales, okay? This is why you guys don't hit your sales target. You don't hit your sales target because basically you're broke all the time. Why would you, who turned it off? Okay? How do I turn it on, Johnny? Right here in the back? Okay, who in their right mind wants to make $10,000 a month, pay $4,000 to the IRS, have $6,000 left over, spend it all on rent and cars and insurance and bullshit, and have to go next month and say, I got to go make cold calls again this month, and I'm broke from last month. After a while, you're going to be like, this is no fun, dude. I don't want to play the game. That's why you go out and blow your money on the weekends and get drunk. So we put him on a plan. And I said, bro, look, you got to have a different target. The moment we got him the right target, his freaking production went out the roof. He went from making $2,500 a month to he's got $11,000. Because somebody said, show me one person that you've ever done this for. He's going to have $11,000 this month, $3,000 more than his income. come in from passive income, because that's part of the game here. So all I'm saying is the first thing you got to do is you got to change your target. This $1 million target is bullshit. It's not enough money to live on, because if you take 25 years of no income, you can simply see that you only have $4,000 a month to live on. Is that right? $4,000 a year for 25 years?
Yeah.
How much money is that?
$1 million.
That's a year. Is that a year?
25. Yeah, that's right.
$4,000. If you don't have new income, if you have $1 million, God gave you $1 million, you can only live on that money 25 years. So today's 2018, add 25 years to that, and you're broke. Is that right, Jerry? 4,000 times 25 is 100.
It's 100,000.
So let's say that's about $40,000 a year. You can spend $40,000 a year for the next 25 years, and you're broke. Which means what? The point of that math is you need new income. When we come back from break, we're going to show you exactly what the math is and why you need to give up the idea that $1 million is somehow a lot of money. The last 35 years, I've spent literally researching the tips and secrets of the wealthy. And I put together a program so that you could learn exactly what I've researched for 35 years, what the wealthy do that other people don't do. People that didn't even start out with an idea of what they were going to do. So if you continue to make the moves that most people make, you will never have money, you will never have financial freedom. It's just not possible.
Wealth Dynamics University is a coaching, education, and network expanding program. Our service is worth over $40,000 per year in value. Set smart goals that you'll be held accountable to achieving. Train daily on Cardone University and build a power network of like-minded people who are growing with you. Wealth Dynamics University is like having all of the answers written down for you, and all you have to do is show up, work hard, and listen. Wealth Dynamics U costs no more than your car payment. The difference, it will actually make you money. Go to wealthdynamics.com/university. That's wealthdynamics.com/university now to get started.
Introducing the fastest growing e-commerce platform in fitness, gymfoodstore.com. Brought to you by Harvard-trained MD entrepreneur and specialist in rehabilitation and regenerative medicine, David Carley, along with Zoe Bedford, experience in distribution and product development. Gym Food Store is your online marketplace for nutrition and sport supplementation. We give you access to the most effective products and nutrition, all while providing expert reviews and user education. Gym Food Store is here to help you identify and validate product selection so that you are not wasting money or time on products that are simply subpar. Learn more at gymfoodstore.com. That's gymfoodstore.com right now.
Automatons, or artificial beings capable of independent thought, have been a fixture of science fiction, literature, and motion pictures throughout time.
Today, the convergence of technology and imagination has reached new heights, which are reflected in the advancements that we see in every area of our lives. Over the last couple of years, AI machines have made their way into our homes, the battlefield, our workplace, and even into our hands in the form of smartphones with voice recognition. Digital assistants for the home represent an opportunity if you know how to take advantage of them. That is where Nico's Computer Engineering comes in. Tim Clark brings you the latest news about the most up-to-date strategies to position yourself in the digital landscape. Finding a path to productive business applications and how to automate them with artificial intelligence are just a few of the topics we cover in our weekly segments.
Nico's Computer Engineering is here to find a unique solution for you.
Welcome back to Young Hustlers.
Welcome back. We're talking about money.
Cardone
today.
Zone here.
Money.
We in the Cardone Zone every Thursday. Jared Glant, Mr. Plaid,
You like this jacket?
comes to you
Little too much?
with me,
A little too loud?
talking to you about how to keep your hustle young.
And for those of you who think that Grant's the only one that can make money around here, everything he's telling you, we beta tested with me. We put together a plan for me. We set targets
He's
for
my
me.
little Frankenstein right there.
Yeah.
He's my little Frankenstein. He's more like the Munster. He's more like the little boy in
What was his name?
Munster, the Munster dude.
I know. What was his name though?
Fred Frank.
No, it wasn't.
Okay. So look, what I did with Jared. We did this beta test. Okay. Jared's a multimillionaire, by the way. Jared's in the top 99.82% of all people in his age range.
Eddie
Top
Munster.
99. His wealth level is in the top 99.82 percentile of all the people on the planet. Dude, that's an awesome accomplishment. I had this Instagram post we put up yesterday. Hey, stay broke, and everybody you're misunderstanding it. Okay, so here's the deal. First of all, the target you needs to be 10 million. This is the right target.
Yeah.
You guys didn't change your goals when inflation came to your neighborhood. Mm-hmm. Cars used to cost like $5,000. I don't know if y'all looked around lately, but a Lincoln cost $80,000. And who wants a Lincoln?
A Kia costs $25,000.
A Lincoln, a Kia.
$25,000.
But nobody buys a Kia for $25,000. They make payments at $236.
You right.
Okay.
Right.
So number 2, this needs to be your new target. Before you get overwhelmed with it, this is what we did with Jared. He was making $2,500. Okay. Where had he got his financial advice prior to that? Where did you get your financial advice from, Jared? By the way,
It wasn't from my mom and dad. You know, like they didn't.
No, it was.
Well, I mean, it was.
See, it was. That's the problem.
It was, but it was indirect. It wasn't. It was save your money, be smart with your money, conserve your money, and if you could get a job making $100,000 a year, then you're doing really good.
Real good.
Real good.
Real good. He comes to work with me. I'm like, dude, we need to get you in the top 99 percentile of wealth.
Listen, I get to $1 million a year, and I think I'm hot shit, and he's like, dude, you need to get to $1 million a month.
$1 million a month, dude.
A month.
$1 million a month, man. So you can give little Jake, the experiences that LeBron gets.
Yeah.
Okay? These guys that are traveling all over the world. Kanye ain't got a degree, dude. He's been everywhere. He stays in the best hotels in the world. Don't even have a damn degree. Meets the president when he wants to. His wife, Kim the Ho, okay, got known because she did YouTube. Some other dude. By the way, Kanye didn't even hold that against her. She just got this chick freed out of prison with the president of the United States, man. It's crazy. The world we live in. Like you guys are like, I don't need all that. I don't need all that. Maybe Jake needs it. Don't your parents
be selfish, yeah.
Don't be selfish. Don't your parents deserve to go travel the world and see and visit the nicest places in the world and go to maybe a Grand Prix? Do you know what happens to prices at the Grand Prix?
Monaco Grand Prix?
Yeah.
Probably through the roof.
4 times. They go up 4 times. I'd like to go to a Grand Prix.
My old landlord lived in Monaco, and he said, dude, when the population goes from like 30,000 people in the whole country
to 30,000
to 300,000
overnight.
Overnight.
Okay, so watch. 10 million needs to be your new target. Number 2 thing needs to happen is this, okay? Your income, first of all, no consumption at this level. This is what we did with Jared. Jared, no consumption. This was actually not hard for Jared. Okay, he was already a fairly frugal guy. He wasn't trying to show off. Like, what kind of car you drive now?
An Audi.
You lease it or bought
Lease it.
Yeah, he makes payments on it. You own a home or you lease a home?
Rent.
He rents. Ain't nobody holding it against. The guy made $11,000 last month in passive income. He can't even look at the camera when I say that. Okay, this is what we put him on. No consumption until you get to the 10 million. Until you get to the 10 million, no showing off. Okay, even that haircut I worry about. Okay, 3. By the way, where do you buy your suits?
Suit supply.
$300. He's never bought more than a $500 suit. That'd be with the tie, an extra pair of pants, and you wear underwear, right?
Sometimes.
See, I don't. I don't wear the underwear because it costs money, and it really don't do anything but get in the way. The third thing to do is stay broke, okay? Stay broke. Now, the way to stay broke, there's 2 parts to this. There's the 40% rule. Basically, what you have to do.
This is a game changer right here. This is the real math you need to work with if you want to make money. And nobody ever will tell you this. They actually will tell you that 10% of your income being saved will get you to $1 million.
You got to know
when you're 65.
You got to know this. Like, whatever you're hearing from the media, CNN, Smart Money, Forbes, they're all lying to you, folks. They're lying to you. Let me tell you, they can't tell you the truth because you'd go out and blow your brains out. The whole world would pretty much give up. They would go to the White House and burn it down, whether it was Obama, Trump, the Bushes, or the Clintons. They'd be like, all you guys are going. We can't tell you where you're really at. The 40% rule, they used to tell me you need 3 months of money saved.
Reserves, yeah.
Dude, every time I've ever read anything, I always multiply times 10. If they're telling me 3, I need 30 months. I have always had 30 months of cash. That's almost 2.5 years. I've always had 2.5 years since I've been 30 years old, 2.5 years of money sitting on the side that can get me through emergencies. Okay? So when 2008 handled, dude, I was good. I was like, I don't like this. It doesn't feel good, but I got the emergency down. The 40% rule says this. You need to make enough income to where you can store 40%, okay? That means $10,000. Jared, just give me the math here. $4,000 will go to storage.
$4,000 will go to
IRS. Okay, unless you live in California. Why I left California, by the way, cost me another 13 points there. And that left me with $2,000 to live. My living's always been the last thing. You guys got to flip this whole model, dude. I'm looking for the future here. The only reason to have money is to have a future.
Yeah, so let's just walk through this though.
Yeah.
How many people make 10 grand a month in the US?
Very small percentage.
Okay. So after you pay the IRS and after you pay the taxes.
This is what most people do.
No matter where you live,
this is the average.
You can't live off 2 grand a month.
Median income in America is $59,000. Poverty rate's at 20. This is what they tell you. I told you they lied to you, right?
So let's do the 40%
They said poverty's at $19,000, but I'm going to show you poverty's actually at $59,000. They just can't tell you the truth. Otherwise, you'd never vote.
Yeah.
You wouldn't vote. You'd burn down the White House. $59,000. Your taxes is not going to be 30 or 40%. It's going to be like 20%. So but it's abusive, dude. $12,000. That leaves you with $47,000 to live on after taxes. They take this from you from the get-go, right? Social Security, the unemployment, all this stuff. You're not going to even live. It's not going to even be good. They just steal that money from you. $47,000, okay?
4 grand a month.
Okay.
Before you put anything away.
Let's just do rent. You got to live someplace. You cannot get away from the fact that you can't be productive and live on a street corner at night, okay? So $2,500 a month. I think that's a fair number. $2,000, 24 grand. That's gone. Now you're down to $23,000 a year. You got to figure out how to live on $2,000 a month. Okay? You better not have a baby. You better not have a baby.
How are you going to drive to work?
Don't eat. Don't drive. This don't work. Stay with me. I'm going to show you how to get out of the hole. Look. The last 35 years I've spent literally researching the tips and secrets of the wealthy. And I put together a program so that you could learn exactly what I've researched for 35 years, what the wealthy do that other people don't do. People that didn't even start out with an idea of what they were going to do. So if you continue to make the moves that most people make, you will never have money, you will never have financial freedom. It's just not possible.
Growing your future, protecting your past. J.D. Frost & Company, PLLC, is a public accounting firm. Offers a variety of assurance and tax services to businesses and individuals in the Chattanooga and surrounding areas. We focus on construction and manufacturing industries. Our primary objective is client satisfaction through excellent customer service. Work with the best. We are accredited by the BBB. This is J.D. Frost & Company for a full suite of tax assurance and management accounting services. Visit us right now at frostcpas.com.
The more comfortable you get with yourself, the less scary it is for people to actually see you.
We all know as parents that there's nothing more powerful than a mother's love. And how can I be that extraordinary parent for my kids?
And how kind we are to each other.
The more that you love you, the less you care if others love you.
The idea is to really just choose to be with yourself.
The challenges and the struggles and the frustrations and the self-doubt and insecurities can often keep us from living. We can master our lives from the inside out.
Based out of Jacksonville, Florida, this family-owned husband and wife team of realtors is there to serve you, track every process step by step, get you from contract into your new home or out of your current home sold and on the market. Chad and Sandy Newman will take you, market your home, and make sure that you will receive the best customer service ever. They're going to sell your property above market value in 30 days or less. With over 12 years of experience, this team is there for you. To learn more, go to chadandsandy.com. That's chadandsandy.com right now.
Hey, Grant Cardone here. Welcome back with Jared Glant in the Cardone Zone.
Cardone
Today
Zone, this is Young Hustlers.
It's about the young hustle. How to keep your hustle tight.
Hey, can I do something real quick?
Oh, man, please.
Can I shout out some love?
Oh, man, please do, man.
I want to shout out some love to Ing, to Frank,
Joe Gillette,
Matt
Monero.
Monero.
Hey, Matt, congratulations on your new book and that interview you did over at CNBC. That was awesome, buddy.
Colin Dusenbury,
Faye Hughes.
Robert Molina.
Robert, thank you. Dave Robards, thank you for
Matt
sharing the screen.
McDermott.
So let me just go through the math here. $12,000 for taxes. They're going to take it either way. You're left with $47,000. You got $24,000 in rent. That's a rent number. $23,000. You're going to spend at least $600 a month. $600 a month on $72,000 a year on, or $7,200 a year on what? Food.
Yeah.
Now you're down to $15,000. No clothes, no shoes, no underwear, no emergencies,
No
car
reserves,
payments.
yeah.
Car payment's going to jack that. Take the you get the point.
$4,000 of it, yeah.
Ain't no money here. Ain't no money. Okay. Now let me give you another little math class. $1 million, and you're 47 years old, and you have no new income. How long can you live on that? 62, you're broke. What I want to do is I'm going to show you, and this is what I did with Jared, is look, man, basically what you do is you go broke every month, okay? You need 40%. You need to get your income. The third step of this formula is, get your income to where you can store 40% of your income. So when you started doing this, what was the number where you're like, okay, I could save $40,000, 40% of my income now? Do you remember we were in California?
Dude, I was, it wasn't an exact number for me. It was every penny I possibly could. Like it was.
And then where did the money go? Where'd you put the money?
I put it into, I opened up a separate bank account that I put all the money in that I never touch.
Yeah.
And I just watched that grow. And the game for me was, how do I get to $100,000? And so it became a game for me. And the way that my money was coming in at the time, it was based on residuals. Every day, every month, that residual income would increase, and that meant I could feed the sacred account.
Yeah. He had no place for it to go, by the way. It was just sitting in the bank. You don't want it there long.
Storage.
Okay, storage is storage. Do not save money. Listen to what I'm telling you here. Saving money, money saved will disappear. Money saved will disappear. At the very least, it's going to depreciate in value. You want to put the money to use. So the fourth thing to do here, and then the fifth thing is, okay, 10 million is your target. No consumption, no cars, no watches, nothing. Stay broke. Work to the 40% rule. What's the fourth step, Jared?
Fourth step is going to be invest.
Okay, this is where you want to start investing. Okay, now when you make your investment, listen to what Warren Buffett says. Good enough for Warren, good enough for me. Jamie Dimon. What does Jamie Dimon invest in? What does Goldman Sachs? What are the big guys? What do they buy? Dude, they don't diversify.
Yeah.
They don't stay in cash. How many of you know this? Cash is king. Your daddy tells you cash is king. Cash is shit. It's garbage. It's not king of anything. Kings don't want cash. They want property. You want property that either collects taxes or rent. Or
Tell
both.
them the thing about the bank loans. This is a freaking punch.
What are you going to invest your money in, man? Watch. When I put my money at the bank, what does the bank do? They get rid of the money as fast as they possibly can. Cash is not king unless it's put to use. So the first thing the bank does is they take my my $100,000 and they loan it out 9 times. But check this out. I go to the bank next door to me. There's a bank that shares the building with us. And I say, look, I want to borrow,
14 million bucks.
$14 million to buy a building that produces income. Yeah, we'll do that. How much of it? As much as you want, Grant. You're good. Okay, good. I want to borrow $14 million to buy stock in your bank. Oh, no. We will not lend you money. Bank of America. Go to Bank of America and say, I want to borrow money to buy the bank's stock. And they're going to tell you no. Ask them to borrow money for a real asset that produces income. And they're going to say yes.
That is such a
You understand that? Okay? You can't. Look at AT&T. I go to the bank and say, I want to borrow money to buy AT&T stock. No, we'll never lend you money for that. I want to borrow money to buy a piece of real estate, rent it to AT&T or Sprint or T-Mobile. Oh yeah, we'll lend you money for that, dude. You get it? Invest in hard assets that have another combination, that produce income. It has to produce income or you guys should not, listen to what I'm telling you. I told Jared, do not invest in anything that does not produce income. Now he's worth $3 or $4 or $5 million. Now he goes out and he buys a little true car. He gets a little Bitcoin. You know, he's playing.
It's just for fun though.
But he's playing now. But never say
play money.
Shit. Yeah, but that's stupid. You shouldn't.
Dude, but listen to this though. So I go out and I spend $6,000 to buy some Bitcoin. Okay? Like I wrote him a $500,000 check 2 months ago to invest in real estate.
Yeah, so he's playing, but he's in that position. A lot of you are doing it with your only $6,000, man. It's like, don't do that yet. Right here, invest in hard assets. Why? Because this is the target. Jared's not trying to make money in Bitcoin. Jared knows he's going to get to 10 million with his other plan. Yeah. You guys are trying to get to 1 million with the freaking Bitcoin, and 1 million's no money. I'm trying to tell you, you're going for the wrong target.
So here's some things that you're going to need to confront here because you're going to get, following this plan, you're going to be confronted with the reality check of number one, how important is becoming wealthy to you? Number two, are you willing to do the work? And then number three, what sacrifices are you willing to make in order to fall in line with that? And that is why the majority of people in the country are broke.
Yeah.
Is because they can't do those 3 things. And it's something
But let me just add to this, because some of you, the target that you have is the problem. It's not that you're lazy or you won't do the work or the things Jared just said. You're not going to keep doing it because you feel like a hamster, and you are. There's no way out of the box because you know there's no money. Bring a caller on, okay? When you go to number 5, you want to repeat this until, and this is critical, really number 3 and number 5 are the critical ones, until income exceeds from passive, from your investments, from number 4. The goal is for Jared, look, you make whatever you're making now, whatever you need to make the 40%. I think it's about $15,000 a month he needs to make, okay? So that he can bank 40%. Our goal is to get you to income, passive income that exceeds your primary income. So passive should be greater than your active income. Okay, callers. Do you guys do this? I'm telling you, we're going to make millionaires. That's my whole goal. I want to make you guys not single-digit millionaires, okay? What's going on?
How's it going?
Ethan, what's up?
Ethan, what's happening?
Not too much. I'm actually, I have a marketing company, Creative Dynamics, here in Temecula in Southern California.
Ah, Temecula.
Yeah, why you live there?
Yeah. And, so I guess, I called the number. I'm kind of struggling with the business. We have 7 clients. We create content. We get it out to the community through groups and reach people through that, and we create videos. And what I've created seems like in scale it's becoming a lot of work, and I'm not having a lot of time for sales.
Yeah.
So this is an example of a hard decision that most people can't make. Back here, you're going to be confronted with hard decisions. Trying to scale your business, hard decision. First hard decision for you is you have to be willing to pay other people to do that work for you. And that means that you are likely going to be paying other people in your company more money than you're making.
Yeah.
And so you're going to have to make this transition from, man, I was making 10 or 12 grand a month to, man, I'm only making 3 or 4 grand a month.
Or
and this
nothing,
guy
or nothing.
And this guy or gal here is making 4 or 5 or 6 grand a month. And then you have to confront that. But that is the contribution that you have to make to the growth.
Yeah. By the way, let me just say this to all the business owners out there. You guys really shouldn't pay yourself anything in the beginning. Because the more you pay yourself, the more you're going to want to pay other people. Let me tell you a little trick I do here. I pay myself a minimal amount of money every month so that when Craig walks in here and says, I need 10 grand a month. Dude, I don't make 10 grand. So I ain't paying you 10 grand, bitch. Okay? Why am I going to bring all my executive staff here they don't make huge
Less
salaries.
than 10 grand a month.
Okay? Yeah. So that when the new guy comes in, Jason comes in, hey man, I need 20 grand a month. Bro, nobody here makes 20 grand a month. We make it on the way out. We make it out of production. So that's a little trick to play with yourself. The second thing is, bro, you need to get your attention on the sales, not all this other bullshit that you talked about. Again, you're not in business to do business. You're in business to make money. Otherwise, you need to go work for somebody where you can make some money. This guy cannot make, maybe he could. Jared's a talented guy. He's an intelligent dude. Right now, he comes to work. All he has to focus on is how to produce income out of the department. Not take risks, not handle legal, not handle problems, not rent buildings. He can come in and say, I just need to drive the income, and when I hit these numbers, this is what I get. Next caller.
Andre, what's going on?
By the way, you know the new stat out that the entrepreneurs make $20,000 less than people that work? The average entrepreneur in America makes $49,000 a year.
I think this whole entrepreneur thing, that whole story.
You think it's wearing out, huh?
I think it's, number one, it's wearing out. But number two, I think that it's so deceptive.
Yeah.
Because it sells people on the wrong thing. Most people aren't in a position or aren't skilled enough, don't have the right ingredients to actually run and own their own business. And there's so much opportunity as an employee. Look at me. I don't own a business. Like, I am an employee for somebody else. I show up and work for somebody else.
What's your income every month now? Your
salary.
Your salary.
$7,500.
So he makes, see, watch Jared. This is a perfect example, okay? Jared makes $7,500 a month. He's got $11,000 coming in now from passive income. Okay, this is his salary, and then he gets a bonus at the end of the year. Actually, he gets a bonus every quarter. 1, 2, 3. He's got 3 flows of income, plus whatever drip he gets from the bank because they gave him a little bit or this or that going on. But there's so much misinformation out there. Like, the average millionaire is a dumbass. He driving a Ford 150 truck. He ain't got any money, dude. Why would you buy a used truck? Because you got bitch baby money. You got scared money. Okay? You got your little Rolex paid for that you bought used. I've been through all this, man. I'm talking about myself. I'm not talking about you. You got your 3 Rolexes in your little box and you're worried about somebody stealing them. Dude, you need to get the kind of money where you're like, dude, if they steal the watch, it's a big deal, man. You know, no big deal, man. They're just watches. Look, I got a bunch of watches. I don't have one on today. If you're a millionaire and you got 3 Rolexes, you put one on every day. You're like, I got to wear my Rolex. I got to get my money's worth. And then you polish it, you buff it. Do you want to get the kind of money to where you're not worried about stuff anymore? You're worried about freedom. 67% of all millionaires, multimillionaires studied by CNBC said, look, they're not in it for the car or the vacation. They're in it for the freedom, the freedom from financial worry. This dude at 35 years old, how old are you?
34.
Got a baby on the way, bro. He's got $11K. If he got sick, it could happen. It's happened to nice people like Jared before. That $11K. Let me tell you something. If he doesn't show up at work next month, I'm going to quit paying him this. I don't care how much I like him. You and your plaid jacket. We got a new baby, man. We got a new baby, man. You got Sandy. You love Sandy. Sandy's your friend. You got to take care of us, dude. You ain't showing up for work. I ain't paying you, bro. Okay, but he'd still get this, right? Why? because it's a hard asset that continues to produce income and it's not dependent upon him. This is the goal. This is where you guys need to go. The 5 steps are these. If you're watching the show today and you want the full video,
Can I say one
put
thing?
your email below. Yeah, let me just get this done.
Yeah.
Put your email below, and I'm going to go into detail these 5 steps and how you can get your money sick.
Andre, let's go to Andre. Andre, what's up? You there?
How you doing? I hear you guys. You guys hear me?
Yeah, we got you, man.
How you doing? It's Andre calling. Is this Grant and Gerald?
Yeah, Gerald. Yeah.
Gerald.
Hey, how you guys doing? The reason I'm calling is because I handle social media marketing for local businesses in the United States. How you doing today?
Good.
We already did that. We already did all that bullshit pleasantry, man. What's up?
I totally get it. Where you coming from? Do you have 2 minutes?
Keep going. Yes.
Maybe.
Keep
I
going.
wanted to
Maybe
personally
not.
reach out and show you guys something. When works best to call you? Later today or tomorrow?
Sure, call me tomorrow, man. Terrible, dude. Terrible. Andre, you ain't a giant on the call. Dude, you need to fix your call up, dude.
You
Quit
need to
asking
be the ultimate warrior.
Dude, that was weird. I got to say, that was a little weird right there. Come move over here.
Y'all know what I'm talking about, right?
Okay, Andre, your call sucks, dude. Okay? Don't call me on the phone. How you doing? You got 2 minutes. I'm going to kill you on the 2 minutes thing. There's no reason. I heard Ryan ask somebody the other day on a phone call, hey, is this a good time? You don't need to ask anybody if it's good. Hey, Ryan Secco, Cardone Capital, let me tell you why I'm calling. Man, I'm busy. Great. Okay, great. Before you hang up on me, let me tell you why I'm calling. You don't need to ask for permission to talk to somebody. Let me tell you something. Go ahead. I pick up the phone. I obviously got 2 minutes. Don't waste it. Amanda, do you think I was too hard on Andre?
Hi, Grant Cardone. I am 16 years old. I'm in the Academy of Business and Finance at my high school. My income is on paid internships, and my question for you is that, is college a good investment? I talked to one of the CEOs of the company called Brain Freeze, and he said if I were to invest in college, it's to invest in communication classes and economic classes. So I just want to hear from you concrete steps and advice that you could give me.
Well, number one,
That's a question we've had all day.
dude. Her phone skills are better than Andre's. Amanda,
that's what I'm saying.
Big winner. Number 2, okay. You do not need to go to college for economy classes. I'm giving them to you right now. Like, I spent 5 years in college, so like my buddy JJ's like, oh my, Rocco should go to college. JJ, did you go to college? No. Well, then how would you know if your son should go to college? I went there. Okay, and depending on what a kid's going to go there for, the only reason I would go to college is I would go for the connections, not the communication. Because my communication got worse in college. My communication skills got worse and worse. Somebody said to me the other day, because I'm going to take the kids out of school.
Yeah.
And they're like, what are you going to do to socialize them? Maybe I don't want them socialized.
Yeah. Well, we went to
I want 'em
Marbella. We stayed at the
Cardonized.
beach house. They socialized with some people there. And then we went, to Malta, and they socialized with some people there. Dude, they socialize them with the world, man.
Dude, they're going to go to school with a bunch of freaking idiots?
Yeah.
A bunch of freaking 8-year-old
Idiot parents.
I'm not worried about the kids. I'm worried about the parents. Parents running around on freaking psych drugs. Panic.
I believe in the way you teach 100%. I'm always on your live, and I am saving up money to go to your, because I live in Miami, so I'm going to go to your summer.
Endless summer, baby. Endless summer. Good. And I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a scholarship for you to come to my boot camp in July. Okay, get on the phone with Natalie. We're going to do a scholarship with her, okay? I'm just going to, over a lifetime, she'll pay me back one day in the future. Whenever she wants to.
There you go, Amanda.
Amanda, June 29th, you got to take care of that event. I think I can get you a $99 seat. Whatever, I'll take care of all of it, okay? I'll take care of June, July, and August. I'm going to put her on a lifetime. She's going to owe me forever.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, buddy. Okay, talk to her, okay? We got anybody else, Natalie? Okay, folks, you're calling in. You're asking great questions. Sometimes you're good, sometimes you're not.
You know what excites me?
What?
Is when I start thinking about this math and I start thinking about like passive income and how you're like, You've got to get the passive income above your primary income. And I told you this when we were playing golf the other day. The most exciting thing about this, the game in it for me now, is how do I make enough to buy enough cash flow to the point where the cash flow itself gets so big that you can live off the cash flow and invest off of the cash flow.
Yeah, right.
And you create this, like, in my mind, I see this flywheel. Because
it's a flywheel, dude. Wealth is a flywheel.
Like, if I was making $100,000 a month in passive income, and I kept my expenses where they are now, let's just say my expenses were $20,000 a month, I'd have $1 million a year in investable money.
Yeah, let's play a little game now.
This is exciting.
This is even more exciting because Jared said to me the other day, he's going to make $1 million this year. I said, dude, let's make $1 million a month. Okay, watch when it gets really fun. This is what nobody shares with you because we don't get access to the wealthy people. They never talk about this because you can't talk about it. It is not socially acceptable to talk about the dodo, okay? So everybody ends up being a dodo. So watch what happens. You're making $1 million a month, $12 million a year. Now you get to start playing all kind of games. Okay, now you can start playing all kind of little games. $1 million a month, $12 million a year. You got a $6 million tax bill. Okay, but you got $12 million in cash. Right? They only withheld like, I don't know, $178,000. So you got the rest of it. Mm-hmm. Your withholding's already been taken care of, but there's this big IRS bill here at the end of the year. Now you're like, oh man, I think I'm going to take this money right here. I'm going to buy something that I can depreciate that year. I'm going to spend the whole $6 million and wipe out my tax bill. The only way this works, though, is that you have to have the cash, right? Nobody ever has a big enough surplus. So this would go to the IRS typically, and this would be his wealth. Instead, what the rich people do is this. They invest this, reduce their tax bill to zero. Actually, they get a refund. I'm talking from personal experience right here. And they have $6 million sitting in the bank, and they go buy another deal with it. The $6 million they go buy a piece of real estate like I buy. They buy a piece of real estate that's going to pay them 5 or 6 or 7 or 8% a year. That makes them another $500,000 a year passive. They depreciate this as well. And they look up in 10 or 15 years because they keep doing this. They keep repeating step 5. They keep repeating the cycle. This is worth 10 or 15 years from now. They look up, this is worth $25 million. They didn't pay any taxes while they were doing it. See, you guys you're operating crippled because you have the wrong data. Okay, young hustle, baby, get your hustle in your money right. Quit worrying about your erectile dysfunction. Quit worrying about your balding. Quit worrying about your cellulite. Hey, get your hustle on your money. By the way, Jared is more productive and more excited about making phone calls because he's trying to get to that $1 million a month. Do you think he'll make it? Yeah. If he makes it, you're going to get to see it, okay? Does Jared become $1 million a month player?
I'm having deja vu right now.
He starts paying for the jet fuel, not me.
I'm having deja vu right now because remember when you said you're going to be a millionaire?
Yeah.
This was back when we first set the show up in your old office, in the old building. Said you're going to become a millionaire on the show.
Yeah. We didn't celebrate that, dude. We should have celebrated.
I think we did a show about it back in the deal.
No, I remember that, okay? So look, when he hits $5 million, we're going to celebrate it. When he hits $10 million, we're going to celebrate it. But what I'm looking forward to is when he's banking $1 million a month. He makes $1 million a month. That means a whole bunch of other people around here making some money. I'll make a little more money myself, okay? More importantly, I'm going to spend all my money. I'm telling you what I'm doing with it. Money's useless, folks. If it's not used, it's like this legal pad. This legal pad does not become valuable. This magic board does not become valuable if you don't use it. Cash is not king until somebody puts it to use. Most people don't have enough money to even give advice on it. Never take advice from a millionaire. Keep your hustle tight. This is the Cardone Zone. Jared, Clint, follow him.
And remember,
Mr. Pasty, the Wave.
The only people who condemn the hustle
are those people that have given up on their own hustle.
This isn't about inspiration. This is not about motivation. This is about every single day, step by step, exactly what to do to 10x your business by somebody who's been doing it for 30 years. Give me 45 seconds to show you my product. If you don't like what you see in the first 45 seconds, Steve, I'll hang up on myself.
Most businesses come to us letting us know that they are not hitting the sales numbers that they should be or that they know is available. And so what Grant is going to do for 3 days is break down, give you the blueprint, the answers that you need, a second set of eyeballs on how to increase your sales, your business, and make your sales machine move. I'll let you guys use it for free, man. I'd love that, but free's not going to get you what you want.
One of the biggest problems that we hear from the businesses that we're working with is you're not getting the profits that you want. You're not getting the revenue that you want, and there's specific reasons that you're not getting it. The only reason that you wouldn't hit something is because you're lacking knowledge on it. Steve, when I call you back in 3 months, are we actually going to do business in 3 months, or do you want to take a look at the product in 3 months?
If your growth has been flat in your business, your sales team, and your income level, get to the business boot camp, because what Grant's going to do is give you 3 days of tactical strategies that you can use. My life changed forever when I found out all of the things that I should be doing, shouldn't be doing, and the direction I should be running. I know you're busy right now, Dave, and listen, a guy like you is always busy, so my job is to get you information about our product, how we can increase your sales in the shortest amount of time, and if you don't like it, I'll never call you back. You got 2 minutes?
One of the things that it's absolutely imperative that you do is create a new culture, a new business culture, and a new business staff. The way that you can do that and do it now is to join us at the 10X Business Bootcamp, where Grant Cardone is going to be on stage for 8 hours a day, 3 straight days, showing you exactly what to do in 2018 and going into 2019 and the future for the new business culture and the new business staff in today's marketplace to go out there, push into the marketplace, increase revenue, and drive profits, which is exactly what we're going to show you how to do tactically, strategically, step by step at the 10X Business Bootcamp.
When you say the price is too high, are you talking about the price of the product or the amount of opportunity that you're missing?
The last 35 years I've spent literally researching the tips and secrets of the wealthy. And I put together a program so that you could learn exactly what I've researched for 35 years, what the wealthy do that other people don't do. People that didn't even start out with an idea of what they were going to do. So if you continue to make the moves that most people make, you will never have money, you will never have financial freedom. It's just not possible.
Immortal. 10X lives forever. 10X is in you. 10X is calling you. 10X is a movement. Is a movement. A movement. 10X is a movement.
We'll do a Supertron above us. Every seat will be a great seat. The sound will be perfect. We're going to do something that's never been done at a conference before, at a business conference. This is going to be our premier seating down here on the floor. This is where we're going to have our 10X Growth Conference event. I told you it'd be big. It's going to be amazing, and I expect to see you there.
10X gear and all, 10X uniforms and hats for everyone.